Good day, everybody. Welcome to this Redline webinar hosted by Winncom. We would like to wait a couple of more minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, to allow everybody to join. If we have sufficient participants, we will start immediately. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Redline Communication and Winncom Technologies TVWS Space webinar, where today we will highlight some of the many solutions for bridging the digital divide. Just to let you know who are the presenters today. Ziad Shweri, Managing Director for Strategic Accounts from Redline Communications. Iulian Bulăreanu, Technical Solution Manager from Redline Communications. Marton Lichka, Sales Director from Winncom Technologies, and Emre Kızılırmak from Winncom Technologies, Regional Technical Manager. We'll start our webinar with the HSSE meeting policies. Always know your location for the nearest emergency exits, and do not attend phones and calls during the driving. The agenda for the today webinar is starting with the introduction of and objectives for TVI space and why TVI space matters today, basic rules for TVI space, database fundamentals, radio integration in database, TVI space best practices, RDL 3000 products and solutions, and Winncom Technologies promotion. About Redline Communications, our values are powerful, versatile, and reliable. Redline Communications was founded in 1999. We have employees in more than 14 countries. We are listed at the Toronto Stock Exchange. We have deployed projects in more than 70 countries, and we are offering complete solutions. The markets we address are industrial, government, and telecom. Redline architecture is defined mainly by two sets of products, virtual fiber and standard 3GPP LTE products. For virtual fiber products, we usually do offer services and application as business to business, analytics, high resolution cameras, and backhauling in ODBs. While for the standard 3GPP LTE solution, it's mainly for mobile applications as machine-to-machine, IoT, first responders, and any type of mobile devices. And we are offering also a full core network. Redline product portfolio is split between industrial products and commercial type of solutions as the TV white space products are. We are offering also a full suite of NMS solutions, a full EPC for LTE, and also push-to-talk servers. Regarding services, we are offering a full suite of services from consulting, designing, managing, and deploying a network. Our radios are fully software-defined radios that cover an enormous spectrum from 400 megahertz up to 5.9 gigahertz for the virtual fiber. And for the LTE, we cover all the 3GPP bands. The introductions and objectives for the TVI space are to review the relevance of TVI space as part of the ISP toolbox, set correct expectations and performances, overview basic band rules, define the database management, and we'll present the virtual fiber TVI space platform. We are addressing why the TVI space matters today. TVI space for Redline has been here for a long time. We started with our UHF product, which is in exactly the same frequency, 417 megahertz up to 698 megahertz. This started as a military product. Then it was deployed in oil and gas applications. And around 4 years ago, we started developing and testing and shipping TVY space products. Last year, it appeared, let's say, the perfect storm. We joined with Microsoft Airband initiative, and with a lot of funding for rural type of access was granted. And this year, this seems to be even more relevant. TVI space is the only unlicensed sub 1 gigahertz band which has enough spectrum to deploy this rural broadband type of applications, starting from 417 up to 698 megahertz. Why is relevant now, having more rural funding? And the main drivers for our developments of TVI space are mainly that the digital economy needs to happen everywhere. So in education, community rich health, agriculture, and any remote industries. Here we are specialized in oil and gas and mining. Also, the founding authorities have started to understand that and allocated funds all over the world for these connectivities. Really, now is the real time for actual rural connectivity. And here we have an example of what is happening in US. This is how the login in the Nominet database looks like. And I've started with this before presenting all the details for how the database is accessed. So the main application for TVI space is bridging the digital divide to reach the unreachable and change lives. Connect rural areas to bring education through remote learning, improve connection for hospitals and emergency type of situations, and connect communities. Regarding the TVY space fundamentals, the most important concept brought by TVY space is the spectrum sharing and the connectivity with the database in order to manage this spectrum sharing. So first, your master will connect to the database, will check for available channels, will allocate one of these channels and will start the communication with the remote terminal. Then the remote terminal will connect over the wireless link and will get also access to the TVI space database. The remote terminal cannot access the TVI space over the LAN port. This is very important to understand why. deploying TV white space. For the database radio integration, really it doesn't actually require almost any intervention from the radio interface. It's almost the same as deploying a regular type of link. You just run spectrum sweeps all over the band, identify the spectrum you want to use, and then you match with the corresponding channels available. When working with the Redline Winncom TVWS space products, we are offering an integration and best practices for our partners in order to assist you to understand and maximize the usage of this band. So mainly we have three documents which will help you to understand and be able to integrate a TVI space network in no time. So we have a TVI space guidance document, which we developed during the last 4 years with the experience we have in our pilots, tests, and deployments. Then we have a document which helps you to test step by step the band and choose how to operate the radio. And we have on our website all the trainings for TVI space for basic product configuration and channel bonding and all these other let's say steps you will need to follow in order to deploy a network as free videos. Before starting to discuss about the base stations, we'll launch some poll. We would like to know if the TVI space band is open in your countries. Now we'll present the full details for the products. The first one will be the ELLIPSE sector controller, which comes in two versions. The FCC version, which covers the frequencies starting 470 MHz up to 614 MHz, and the ETSI version, which will cover the same starting 470, but it will be up to 698 MHz. The technology for the sector controller is OFDM 2x2 MIMO TDD. The modulation and coding are starting with BPSK 1x2 up to 256 QAM 7x8. The combined transmit power is limited by FCC up to 21 dB, and the sector capacity is 186 megabits UBR. For the channels available, we can deploy 6, 12, 18, and 24 for FCC, and we'll discuss the channels for ETSI in the next slide. The spectrum administration for the FCC version is done by the Nominet database. All our sector controllers have an integrated GPS used for localization and synchronization. Here we are presenting the ETSI version. It has mainly the same features, the same technology, OFDM 2x2 MIMO. And as explained, the frequency range starts from 470 up to 698 MHz. Here we are not limited for the maximum transmit power to be 21 dB, so we have a maximum transmit power of 25 dB. The size for both units is around 2.7 kilograms. The ELLIPSE TVWS space sector controller is a software-defined radio. So in fact, it doesn't cover only the TVWS space spectrum, which is the 417 up to 698. It covers, in fact, the full range from 400 megahertz up to 6 gigahertz with different SKUs. So we have the TVWS space radio, which is the one 470 up to 698. Then we have the 20 2.3 gigahertz, 23 to 27 gigahertz, 33 to 38 gigahertz, and 49 to 6 gigahertz radios. This is a TDD system which can operate in both variable frame and fixed frame. And as all our sector controllers are having an integrated GPS, it is already enabled for fixed frame profiles. And the fixed frame profiles we are using are 50-50 for symmetrical traffic, 25-75 for uplink-centric traffic, mainly industrial and military type of traffic, and 75-25 for downlink-centric traffic, which is regular users. The GPS receiver is used for both location and timing for synchronization. And each sector controller can have up to 120 remotes. So a base station of 4 sectors will be able to have 480 remotes. All our sectors have a redundancy option, which is proprietary to Redline. And all our radios have the option for ATEX type of radio. This will help you to deploy in markets like oil and gas, in the areas where you need to be ATEX certified, this explosion type of areas, and mining, like coal mining, where you need to be ATEX certified. We are offering also pre-provisioning for all the services for the network. You can have up to 16 service templates defined with CIR, PIR for uplink and downlink. And all these templates are based on a service template ID, which will be shared across all the sector controllers. The same, you can scan and set frequency scanning, automatic frequency scanning for up to 32 channels. The data and management traffic for the radio will be on the same RG45 port. We are offering VLAN tagging, detagging, and classification, and QoS based on 802.1p, the same using CIR, PIR for each service group. These are the main features for the sector controllers. And now we'll discuss about the commercial units, both FCC and ETSI version. What do you find in the box when you order an enterprise unit? For the FCC version, you will have the radio, a mounting kit, and the Ethernet port gland. The FCC version supports the frequencies from 470 up to 614 megahertz. And the takes power is 2 by 18 dB, as explained earlier, being limited at a combined power of 21 dB. And the spectrum admin for this is the Nominet database. For the ETSI international version, in the box you are getting the radio, a lightweight mounting kit, the Ethernet port gland, and the AC PoE. For the SC version, the frequency again is 470 up to 698 megahertz. And the power is not limited, so you have a combined power of 25 dB. The common features for both the HC and FCC version are 2x2 MIMO AB technology. All the features for all the redline radios, either MIMO and coding and all the modulations, are always automatic. So you will never touch any of this configuration. The radio will do everything for having the maximum MIMO and modulation, and all will be changed automatic. The throughput for the radios is up to 100 megabits per second. Both of them operate in point-to-multipoint and point-to-point. Any two CPEs can be connected to each other to create a point-to-point link. Both of them support rapid auto-provisioning, as explained earlier for the sector controller. We are offering enhanced video buffers in order to smoothen the traffic for video application for higher resolution cameras. Encryption is AES-128 or AES-256. We have a very high packet rate, 280,000 packets per second. All the radios are IP67. And the power is standard 802.380. All the radios are finished with chrome aluminum. And none of them has an integrated antenna. For TV white space, all the radios will work with external antennas. And you can connect to them to secure interface as HTTPS, SSH, and SNMP-v3. So these are the main features for the commercial TV space radios. We are offering the same radios in an UHF version in the same frequency where you do not need to use the database in applications like oil and gas, mining, or military applications. And for this, let's say, special application as military and oil and gas, we are offering rapid alignment systems which can connect, for example, vessels offshore up to 100 kilometers. We are offering also a full suite of advanced services, starting with project consulting, then designing the full network. We have an RF design department, which will develop a wireless coverage plan. And then for all our partners, we are offering a certification training. And for all the deployments, we are helping with acceptance test protocols, network audit services, and we have a 24/7 support department. The technology partner for Redline for a TVY space is Winncom Technologies. And I'll hand over to Martin to present our promotions.
Dear Julian, thank you very much for this presentation on the white space solution by Redline, which is unique in this industry, I believe. So I would like to talk and brief about Winncom in a couple of words, if you allow me. So just briefly about Winncom Technologies, some of you may have just encountered us. We are one of the largest value-added broadband distributor worldwide. We are present in about 3 continents and with in 15 countries located with overall 250 employees. We can deliver an extensive telecommunication consulting services, have proudly about 30 trained and experienced engineers in our team, which I believe is exceptional in this industry, and that brings us the value add to Redline, and combined gives us some unique opportunities to address your needs. We also have a very large portfolio of complementary vendors that we can add to any network requirements that you may have with Redline, the white space solution, for example. And this comes from towers up to the last surge protector that you may need in your design and for your network. Also, in terms of technical and engineering services, we can provide you with a complete design, configuration, pre-configuration, kitting, customized solutions. We also offer on-demand trainings and customized trainings by experts from the industry, whether it's from the vendor side or from our side, because all of our engineers are trained, and some of them also have the trainer level certifications. So we can do that in this unfortunate COVID period, even online. And we also offer end-to-end services in terms of from the very pre-sales part up to the full project management and post-sale support. As a special combined action of Redline and Winncom, we decided to launch a special package specifically designed for the TV white space with Redline. And this includes a base station for the given band, including all of the different accessories that you may need for the deployment, and about, I think, 6 CPEs, also coming with antennas, power supply, and everything you will need in order to have a full deployment on a small scale. This package comes in a very attractive price point. We can provide you with different type of antennas. Basically, 3 of them are listed on the left side of this presentation. You can go onto the winncom.com website per English per promotions, and you will be able to select the appropriate antenna for your needs. We represent here 3 different brands: KP Performance Antennas of Infinite Group from Canada, Mars, and MTI from Israel. So you're welcome to contact us to benefit of this special limited time promotion package. And with this word, I will hand over to my colleague Emre Kizilmak to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Martin. Let me control. Okay, before we close today, I want to talk about the services we offer in Winncom with our engineering team. As many of you joining today already have experience with us, but some may be new to Winncom. We are a global award-winning distributor, more than just a very abundant product portfolio, actually. We also offer engineering support and services to help with every step of building up your network, from building up the bill of materials to project management. And we want to encourage you to contact us to discuss your needs and brainstorm with us and use our engineering expertise to find the right solutions and to even gather new ideas to expand your business. Well, Winncom is offering valuable services to ease your deployments, and we are capable to provide you a handful of services, including network design, trainings, and even pre-configuration of the equipment. Even if the technology is new for you, our engineering team can help you to build your network from scratch. Winncom's engineering team is available to help you with their wide skill set and experience, and our team is spread over the globe, so you can reach us in the comfort of your working hours. We can offer you equipment-specific trainings or even technology trainings that will help you to expand your knowledge and expand your business by finding more areas to implement the solutions. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Actually, I believe you already developed some ideas on how to implement the TV white space technology. And you can always reach us even just for brainstorming, and we will be happy to help you to realize your projects. And please remember to check our events calendar in our website to learn about the upcoming webinars. And we often do webinars to help you expand your knowledge on new technologies and their implementations. And thank you very much. So let's see if we have any questions. Oh, we have a poll.
So I launched a second poll. Please provide your feedback regarding these questions. Thank you very much. Then we'll launch the questions and answers. Thank you, Emre.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you very much. So if you have any questions, please feel to share us the questions, and we would like to answer them here or by email or by phone call. Yes, the recording will be shared following in email. It has been recorded in the cloud, and we will share it with you. Regarding the presentation, I don't know, maybe likely we can compile a PDF version and share it with you as well. If you have no more question, I would like to thank you very much for your attendance, and we look forward to seeing you on our next presentation webinar. And please feel free to engage with us with any requirements that you may have on Redline or Winncom complementary solutions. Thank you very much for your attendance once again, and wishing you an excellent day. Thank you.